Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming over here to Twitch. Holy crap, level 4 hype train? You guys are insane. Yikes. Oh, man. Thank you so much for joining me over here on Twitch, guys. This is fantastic. I am beyond hyped for this stream. I know a lot of people are really excited for this one. This is going to be a lot of fun. But before I go into my intro about the album and my thoughts and what I think is going to happen, I'm going to bring on a guest here real quick. Guys, you guys are insane with these subs and the follows and the support. Really, you guys are... Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. This is almost too much. It's too much. Let's see here. Let's do one of these. I'm going to move that down there for now. Beautiful. Okay. Let me kill the audio over here. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this a beautiful song? I love it. All right, let's see here. We'll go right here. Boom. We're to turn that off for now. Holy shit, wow, we did it. I think this is the most this is insane. I don't think I've ever had this happen before. I've never had a hype train level 5. This is the first for me. All right, I gotta focus. I have to focus. So before I start doing this, I actually wanted to bring somebody from the Dream Team on to chat for a little bit before we even get into this album. I'm gonna do one of these just for now. Hold on a second. Can I do that? Oh, work. I'm going to bring on a little person called K Venus. Now, K Venus is a member of the Dream Team, and she directly helps with these lists. So everything that you guys enjoy, all the stuff, all the content that I go over and I react to is directly responsible due to a group of people that are so kind to lend their time and their energy to put together these fantastic lists for us. So, K Venus, are you there right now? She might be on mute.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. There you are. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
First and foremost, seriously, thank you so much for all of the dedication and the hard work that the Dream Team you included put into making these things successful and a lot of fun for everybody. I'm incredibly indebted to you and the rest of the team. So thank you.
Thank you. It's super fun to do.
Excellent. So I want to ask you a couple questions because I hear Wings is one of your favorite albums, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So first and foremost, how did you discover BTS? How did you even figure out who these people were and realize that this was a group for you?
Yeah, well, when I was 15, I discovered what K-pop was in general, and that was like in 2014. So I knew who they were in their Dark and Wild era, but at that time I was just consuming so much K-pop content and groups that it didn't really go further than just looking into their songs with music videos. But once they dropped I Need You, I was like, oh, for sure, I really need to look into them more. And that was when I completely fell down.
Interesting. So what other K-pop groups were you into, like, around that time? Like, what was your a couple of your favorites?
Honestly, a lot of them GOT7, Twice, EXO. Honestly, the very first one I ever listened to, I knew what K-pop was because I was really into choreography, and one of my favorite choreographers had done some work for an artist, and that was actually Taemin, like his first individual solo song he choreographed, and that was Danger, and that just really got me hooked into the whole thing, and I was just watching everything I could.
Yeah, Taemin's incredible. I've seen a little bit of his work, and it's very, very impressive stuff. He's quite the performer and artist.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say I Need You was a song that kind of hooked you, got you into BTS, and from that moment on, you kind of just went down the rabbit hole, and now you're where you're at right now?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely songs before then that I listened to and I was really interested in, but I Need You definitely gave me the push to look into them more.
That's funny you mentioned that. You know, I Need You is one of those songs that kind of resonated with it as well, and it just had such a fantastic hook to it, and everything coming together from the video. It was just beautiful production all around. So I could see why that one probably got you hooked in.
Yeah.
So you say that, like, you were into different K-pop artists, and then you got into Taemin, and then all of a sudden you got introduced to BTS, and you went down the rabbit hole. How would you say, or actually, how can I phrase this? What makes BTS different than other bands that you enjoy? What gives them like that higher level? What puts them up on that the higher plateau than some of the other artists you listen to?
Mm, I feel like there are so many different answers to that question. It's kind of hard to pinpoint
It's loaded.
one single thing. Yeah. They got a lot of things going for them, but I think for me, a lot of it comes down to the comfort I feel to them both as their own individual personalities and from their lyrics and things they choose to write about. Because for me, that personal connection that I felt really helped me through my own struggles, and especially with RM and Suga, who are my favorite members,
Oh,
how they're so candid and really raw with their lyrics. It really helped me a lot.
hmm.
And they really always try so hard to show themselves as real people and write about real things. And that's not really something you get to see a lot, whether it's in K pop or really any Western music artist as well. So, I mean, even now that they're the biggest band in the world, they still remain putting in that same amount of work, putting in their humanity and everything that they do and how they show themselves. So, I
Oh,
think that's really, for me, the main thing.
oh, well, I mean, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect
Mhm.
sense. I can't wait to get to the point where I start to, like, get into some of these UN speeches and things I keep hearing people talk about and some of the, like, their humanitarian efforts. I'm assuming that's probably on the way in a couple weeks from now. But I've been
Mhm.
hearing a lot about it, and that was one of the main things that fascinated me about this group as well, is how much they actually give back and what they, do for people as a whole. And they can talk about kind of whatever they want. They can put on whatever mask they choose to kind of portray themselves. But I do agree they do tend to be incredibly honest with people, and everything just seems incredibly authentic. And that's one of the things that attracted me to this group. And it is now the reason I'm traveling down this rabbit hole was just the authenticity. So okay, let's swing back around to this album. The album is called Wings, and I'm told that this is one of your favorite albums out of all the albums that they've
Mhm.
done.
Mhm.
So what would you say? And I know I'm sorry again, another loaded question here. What would you say that makes this album special to you? Why do you resonate with this album?
Yeah, well, I mean, technically speaking, my favorite album would be Wings, You Never Walk Alone, and that's just like an extended version of this album, which you will be listening to next week.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah, but uh, yeah, like you said, another question with many answers.
Yeah,
But I mean, there's the visuals, all the cinematography. I really like the storyline and everything. And for me, though, a lot of it just comes down to perfect timing for myself because it was released when I was a senior in high school. And you know how that is. You have to start making decisions for yourself that affect your whole life and entering adulthood. And this whole album is their transition from their youth era to this more like grown up dark era, and how Wings is based on Damien that I'm sure you've already heard a lot about.
I have.
And it
Yes.
just explores, yeah, it explores like the psyche of the narrator as he grows up and loses his innocence, and that was something that really resonated with me in the time. And it was one of the comebacks that I really remember looking forward to. I remember waking up very early in the morning watching when they dropped their short teaser films,
Oh,
and
what'd you
being
think of those?
terrified. I was so scared.
Were you?
I didn't like, yeah, I loved them, but I just
They were
could
so
not do
different.
it, especially they were so different,
Yeah.
and I am a weak person. My heart
Oh,
was just racing, and even with the blood, sweat, and tears, when that statue popped up and Jin was getting closer to it, I was, like, covering my eyes. I was really expecting that statue to just pop up and, like, do something scary, and I was not ready for it, but it was really good.
yeah. I was kind of expecting a jump scare too.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's definitely creepy, definitely artsy. Oh, fantastic! So now I have a sneak peek as to what's going on next week, the extended version of this album. I'm pretty excited for that. Um,
Yes, you will get Spring Day, which I'm sure you've heard lots about.
oh yeah, I've heard that a lot. People want me to do Spring Day. That's yeah, that's
Mhm.
definitely up there. And there's like an explanation video that I have to see or something too.
Yes, yes. Dream Team will take care of that.
Of course, well, of course, because you guys are fantastic and you guys make sure that I'm absorbing this content in like the most authentic, cool way. Seriously, you guys are insane for willing to do this for me. Let's see here. So, do you have a favorite song off of this album?
Um, I think it changes all of the time,
That's
but
fair.
two songs that yeah, two songs I consistently go back to is Lie, which is Jimin's solo song, and Awake, which is Jin's solo song. Those two, I think Lie is just it sounds so good. I'm really excited for you to listen to that one. Musically, it's just perfect. And then Jin's, I really resonated with the message in that one. So those two are probably my favorites.
Oh man, okay. I am officially hyped. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much for jumping on here with me for a couple minutes and explaining some of your favorites and how you got into BTS. And seriously, so much respect for you and the rest of the team for really helping me out with this. You're incredibly kind, beautiful people. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Anytime. That was K Venus, everybody. Seriously, let's just show a little bit of love and chat for the Dream Team. These guys are fantastic. Like, come on. Without them, I wouldn't be here right now. Yeah, I'd be reacting to some metal bands. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's go over here to the document before we continue. And let's get right on into this. Oh, and also everybody in chat that came over from YouTube, hello, welcome, thanks for everything. The subs have been incredible, the follows have been incredible. I am truly touched by the BTS community and the army. You guys have been so kind to me, so kind to me. So obviously the Dream Team, they put together these links for me and these lists and everything. I don't do this alone. I can't do this alone. But let's learn about the album Wings. All right, so BTS will release their second studio album, Wings. Having met their most beautiful moment in life through the album series, the same title, BTS now stands before a new door. The album contains songs about the boys who encounter temptation for the first time and must ponder and agonize in the face of it. As the seven boys experience pain and bliss, they bring forth the image of birds that break their shells and try to take flight for the first time. Okay, I see what you're saying. Read the reminder, please. Reminder. Okay. We added the 2016 Mama performance, extra 12 minutes. Please be patient with us today, everyone. Jim Refresh YouTube playlist, please. Okay. Please lower the stream quality. I can't do that. BTS has 3 official movies. Wait, they have movies? BTS already has movies? They can't compete with the Rise of Bangtan. No way they're anywhere nearly as good. She says yes. She says yes. All right, so I gotta refresh the stream here. Is that what I'm doing? Refresh this thing, the playlist. All right, let me just click on a new one. Where is it over here? Go to playlist. Sorry, this is impromptu. Get over here. All right, cool. So this is all of the stuff. I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is all the stuff I'm gonna be listening to. And yeah, cool. Excited to check it out. So we left off here with the Rise of Bangtan, Chapter 12. So we're gonna get right into this one. Wings, Boy Meets Evil, the comeback trailer. We go over here to the documentation here. Intro, here we go. The intro is about temptations. Humans tend to get tempted by what seems to be perfect to us and blind about reality. But once we touch the devil's hand, it's too late to return back. Even if life becomes really hard, we are addicted and it's not easy to stop anything. Interesting. We're gonna get a lot of temptation in this one. Let's go. Here we go, boy. Oh, and J-Hope. J-Hope's starting this album off. Am I correct on that? Am I correct to think that? We usually it's RM, and then Suga made an appearance the last couple albums, and now my boy J-Hope is coming out. Oh shit! Here we go. Here we go.
My scene was not specifically this or that.
Maybe not.
But consisted of having shaken hands with the devil. The devil held me in his clutches. The enemy was behind me.
Thanks, Terry.
어두워져가 내 미래의 빛 지기 어린 사랑의 이른 꿈을 내 야망의 도끼 매어 칼을 갈았지 but 참을 수 없는 내 욕심에 칼을 무뎌져 알고 있었다 이 사랑은 악마의 또 다른 이름 손을 잡지 마 외쳤지만 쳐버렸지 내 양심을 날이 갈수록 느끼는 내 가로운 현실도 현실에 지겨운 게 묻은 비트 생각 못했지 그 욕심이 지옥을 부르는 나팔이 되어지는 숨이 차오르고 뒤틀린 현실에 눈 감는 매일 밤 울리는 비극에 오르고 But 이 죄밖에 그걸 잊는 게 당초에 보기가 안 돼요 그 입술이 너무 달콤했기에 연애지 스포레진 미래 깨어나고 볼 땐 이미 사방인지를 건드릴 수 없는 매성주의 시선들 기적고 외쳐 현실을 미치도록 좋았지 달콤함에 중독된 병신 그래 병신 놓치기 싫어 쌍마의 손길을 Too bad But it's the sweet It's the sweet It's the sweet Too bad But it's the sweet It's the sweet It's the sweet Too bad But it's the sweet It's the sweet It's the sweet Too bad But it's the sweet It's the sweet It's the sweet It's the evil
This is the coolest intro.
It's too evil. Yeah, it's so evil.
Okay, so that is the intro. There's a couple more seconds. Nothing happens, it just fades out. That is the intro. Boy Meets Evil. I remember seeing that in like those little teaser trailer things. Yeah, cool. It's awesome to see things kind of start off with J-Hope. Obviously, he's my dude. And yeah, it was awesome. I like the choreography. It seems like interpretive dance. It seems like he's really truly struggling with something, and that's kind of the idea of this song anyway. Struggling with that temptation, you know, going to that point where you're going too far and you touch the devil's hand and never being able to turn back. Like there seems to be some sort of internal struggle, just like in his dance moves, his choreography. It was like very abrasive, and even though everything was very technical, everything seemed 100% on point. It seemed like he was almost like in and out of himself, like he's just pushing out of himself, like, and doing very violent, aggressive movements. It seems like he was just struggling with something. Cool direction in the video as well. I like the kind of switch to neon as the chorus comes in. Speaking of the chorus and the actual music of this, most intros, I mean, this was pretty short. It was only 2.5 minutes long, or close to 3 minutes long. Usually it's just kind of a building, you know what I mean? Like it builds up and then it just like drops out and then we're in the album. And it just kind of gets you hyped up for what you're about to listen to. This in itself feels almost like its own little jam. You know, this feels less like an actual intro and more like an actual full production, a full song. That was awesome. Yeah, big fan, big fan. Look how it starts off. Like he can barely stand. He looks weak here. I love the music too. It's jazzy. It's got it's soulful. Got elements of dubstep.
어두워져가 내 미래의 빛 지기 어린 사랑의 이른 꿈을 내 야망의 도끼 매어 칼을 갈았지 but 참을 수 없는 내 욕심에 칼을 무뎌져 알고 있었다 이 사랑은 악마의 또 다른 이름 손을 잡지 마 외쳤지만 쳐버렸지 내 양심을 날이 갈수록 느끼는 내 가로운
Yeah, he was so out of breath.
생각 못했지 그 욕심이 지옥을 부르는 나팔이 되어지는 숨이 차오르고 뒤틀린 현실에 눈 감는 매일 밤 울리는 비극에 오르고
Love his enunciation.
이 죄밖에 그걸 잊는 게 당초에 보기가 안 돼요 그 입술이 너무 달콤했기에 연애지 스포레진 미래 깨어나고 볼 땐 이미 사방인지를 건드릴 수 없는 매성주의 시선들 기적고 외쳐 현실을
He just kicked himself in the head. How did I miss that? He kicks himself in the head.
그 입술이 너무 달콤했기에 연애지 스포레진 미래 깨어나고 볼 땐 이미 사방인지를 건드릴 수 없는 매성주의 시선들 기적고 외쳐 현실을 미치도록 좋았지 달콤함에 중독된 병신 그래 병신 놓치기 싫어 쌍마의 손길을 Too bad But it's the sweet It's the sweet It's the sweet Too bad
This is one hell of an intro. This is his own song. It's not even an intro.
It's the sweat too bad. But it's the sweat.
I love the video too. It's cool too, like seeing him dance by himself. It feels like the street dancing that he enjoys.
It's too evil. It's too evil. Yeah, it's evil.
Yeah, badass, man. Absolutely badass. I know you're saying intros are songs. I get it, but some of them have just been kind of like, I wouldn't say that they're songs in themselves. You know, like you have to listen to the intro and then listen to the rest of the album. Like you won't just listen to that intro and then have that be just that as one song and have it be like on shuffle play. That was awesome. I'm so excited for this. This is the art album, guys. All right, what song is next? What song is next? Is it this one here? Is it Blood, Sweat, and Tears Dance Practice is next? Okay. Is there gonna? I wonder if there's gonna be a skit on this album. Let's just see what's next. I know these little symbols mean something too. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So obviously I've seen the Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video. You know, I freaked out. It's the BU. I feel like I missed a lot of it, but I learned a lot about the video today. Thanks to the Dream Team sharing some cool links with me. But this is going to be the dance practice. Let's go. Whoa. You can really tell with like the slower movements how in sync they are. It's just perfect positioning every step. It's like an action movie. It's like blowing somebody away in slow-mo. Come on. Yeah, you can feel the stomps. Oh. Wow. This is one of the coolest choreographies I've seen. Look at the head movements. Oh my god. They're out of breath. They're out of breath. All right. That's cool because, you know, it starts off kind of slower. There's a lot of like slower, deliberate movements. And, you know, when you got 7 guys moving, they're all doing like fast stuff. Like it's kind of hard for your eye to follow every little movement. But something like that, where it's a slower moving performance like that, you can really see the synchronicity between the guys and just like how precise it is. Every little head tilts, every little, you know, like just it's like small micro movements is just perfectly in sync. So it's kind of cool to see things slow down like that. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorites for sure. Now, that's up there. You guys keep telling me it gets better, you know, but and I keep not believing you for some reason. Oh, hey, before we continue with this album, if you guys want to do me a favor, if you have a favorite song off of this album, whatever your favorite song is off Wings, post it in chat. Let me know. I'm gonna watch it scroll up, and I'm gonna see what everybody's favorite is, and I'll take note of it. Yeah, that's the whole I can't wait to see it live. I can't wait to see them doing the singing and the synchronicity. All right, I'm seeing a lot of Lie 213, Lie. All right. It's one of KV's is too. All right. Oh man, I'm so excited. When does Lie come up? This is awesome. Oh, is a cipher on here? The 4th cipher. I think this must be the last cipher then. Oh, very cool. Susie can't pick one. She says all of them. That's a cop-out, Suze. You gotta pick one. Oh my god. Am I Wrong is Cabbage Dynamite's favorite. Gotta pick one, Suze. All right, let's go back to the list here. The next one here is Begin. Let's see what they got to say about Begin. All right, JK's solo track, Begin, is about how he came to Seoul and met the BTS members and what he felt through the process, and it's how he changed into what he is now, thanks to the members. At first, JK tried to write the lyrics himself, but since it's his own story, he found it extremely difficult. I could see that. Kind of writing your own story might be a little difficult. He then asked RM to write the lyrics for him. RM recalled JK said, but BTS members were talking about individual hardships. JK said, crying, there was nothing that was difficult for me. I came in at a younger age, signed the contract without knowing anything, sang and danced because that's what I wanted. What pains me is the members being in pain who have helped me and are living with me. Wow. JK even said that he's a manifestation of all members. Interesting. So we're about to learn JK's story here, and I might swing back around and recheck these lyrics out if I feel like I missed something here. Oh no, people are ready to cry. Is this a sad one? Oh my god. They're hitting us with the field already? All right. Everybody buckle up. Here we go.
아무것도 없던 15의 나 세상은 참 컸어 너무 작은 날 이제 난 상상할 수도 없어 향기가 없던 텅 비어있던 나 I pray Love you my brother 형들이 있어 감정이 생겼어 나 내가 됐었어 Now You make me begin You make me begin
So original.
You make me begin You make me begin 아프면 내가 아픈 것보다 아파. Brother, let's cry, cry. 울고 말자. 슬픔은 잘 모르지만 그냥 울래. Because you make me again. You make me again. You make me
Okay. First off, that is an incredibly strong vocal performance from JK. Jungkook. I always mess up the name, so I just say JK. Yeah. There is a clear progression that obviously I've noticed and I've mentioned a couple times from album to album. Watching these guys perfect their craft, their voice getting better and better over time like this, week by week, is truly astonishing because I still remember last week and I listened to that album again and again until I get to the next one. And there's a clear evolution happening. It's getting better. This is such a sweet story too, because I mean, you know, for the longest time, I just thought of BTS as just friends. You know, these are just buddies hanging out. You know, they're just having a good time together. But just recently, I realized it's not just buddies hanging out. These guys are truly like brothers. You know, JK being so young, joining this group and just getting into this project and just, you know, signing his life away in a contract because he wanted to dance and sing, you know, without really realizing what was going to happen. I think it's pretty cool. He essentially really grew up with these guys, you know? There's a stronger bond. And I think that's what they're trying to say in this song. I think it's incredibly sweet that he could even go to RM and say, hey, can you help me write the lyrics? This feels a little weird just writing my own story. Man, it's so touching just to see the kind of relationship they have with each other, you know? I wish I had this relationship, like even with my own brothers that I have right now, you know? I'm gonna make a better effort to be closer to them. Because I don't know. It's just beautiful. This is really good. And there's a clear evolution vocally happening here. And you can just see it over the last couple weeks. Rewatch my streams, you'll see it. It's crazy. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That was a nice, sweet little song. Awesome production value on that too. I like how they switched up the tempo a little bit, or they just double timed it really, and it just made it seem like it was going a lot faster. Great production, awesome tones, and honestly, the vocal lines are just fantastic. Harmonizing with himself was just wild. The high notes gave me shivers. Yeah, that was a good one, and that one put me in a really positive headspace too. Again, I dig it. All right, let's see what is next. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh boy. All right. Okay. I guess we're here already. It's Lie. Let's check the document. Oh boy. This is a lot of your favorites. It's one of K Venus's favorite. I'd like to say it's one of Susie's favorite, but she will not give us, she will not define her favorite song. Let's see what Lie's about. Jimin's solo track, Lie, is about the inner conflict occurring from the attempt of escaping lies and temptation. Jimin himself wrote the lyrics based on his own past. He used to blame himself for the shortfallings and occupied himself with thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I'm bad. Man, we are our own worst enemy. Sometimes we are. We are so bad to ourselves sometimes. The inner conflicts, the inner demons, the inner monologue you have, you gotta clean your head, you know? Gotta clean your head. All right. All right. Let's check it out. I know this is gonna be a heavy one. Maybe by the end of this stream, Susie will give us her favorite or top 3. A top 3? Maybe she'll give us a top 3. We'll see. Maybe if we keep bugging Susie enough, she'll give us a top 3. Here we go. This is live. Sounds like old Hollywood. Okay.
내게 말해 너의 달콤한 미소는 내게 말해 속삭이듯 내 귓가에 말해 Don't be like a prey Smooth like a snake 벗어나고 싶은데 내게서 떠나줘 내게서 떠나줘 뭐라도 잘 구해줘 계속돼 도망쳐봐도 거짓 속에 빠져있어 잔인한 숨겨놨던 날 찾아줘 이 거짓 속에 헤어날 수 없어 내 웃음을 돌려놔줘 잔인한 이쪽에서 날 꺼내줘 이 고통에서 헤어날 수 없어 받는 나를 구해줘
Oh my god, the writing is better.
나를 원해 길을 잃고 헤매이는 나를 원해 Make it at the night I'm just so far away You always come away 또다시 반복돼 날 내게서 떠나줘 내게서 떠나줘 뭐라도 잘 구해줘 계속돼 도망쳐봐도 거짓 속에 빠져있어 잔인한 숨겨놨던 날 찾아줘 이 거짓 속에 헤어날 수 없어 내 웃음을 돌려놔줘 잔인한 이쪽에서 날 꺼내줘 이 고통에서
high harmonies.
헤어날 수 없어 받는 나를 구해줘 아직 나는 여전히 똑같은 나인데 예전과 똑같은 나는 여기 있는데 너무나 커져버린 거짓이 날 삼키려 해 잔인한 lie 숨겨냈던 날 찾아줘 이 거짓 속에 헤어날 수 없어 내 웃음을 돌려놔줘 잔인한 lie
Oh my god.
이쪽에서 날 꺼내줘 이 고통에서 헤어날 수 없어 받는 나를 구해줘
Oh my god, it just ends like that? They don't even finish the last note? The last phrasing? This is... I get it. I get it. And respect. Respect, guys. I can see why this is some of your favorites here. This is totally new. This is very experimental. This song is all over the place. It starts off old world Hollywood. There is so much tension in this song. It's so pensive just from like the... what is it? It sounds like it's a muted piano or a guitar string or something. Almost sounds slightly out of tune. Listening to it again. I need to hear that one more time. This... Holy shit. This is a beautifully written song.
내게 말해 너의 달콤한 미소는 내게 말해 속삭이듯 내 귓가에 말해 Don't be like a prey 너라도 잘 구해줘
It's just written so well.
도망쳐봐도 거짓 속에 빠져있어 잔인한 숨겨놨던 날 찾아줘
It's so pensive, so the hook here feels more powerful. From a production level, this is fantastic. He's killing it vocally. There's that pensive. Just give you a taste. The textures. Hit me that dirty organ for the bridge. Dude, I feel this in my soul. That is the best written BTS song I've heard so far. And it's just Jimin. God dang, that was good. It's like old world Hollywood meets a new style of like, I don't even know how to describe what that is. It's experimental. It's a ballad. They're using some really interesting textures. Jimin uses his textures of his voice perfectly. The harmonies are insane. That is a good damn song. I could show that song to anybody. Anybody. I don't care what music you listen to, what your favorite band is. You listen to that, and this is the song I need to show people. When people are, and it happens a lot. I know a lot of people shit on BTS. It happens. I've tried explaining BTS to like my friends and family, and they're all like, "What is your deal with BTS? Why do you even care about that? Like, why would you? BTS is so, it's plastic, it's fake. They say even horrible things like, oh, they're just girly boys or whatever. I'm like, but no, it's a different culture. People just need to open their eyes and like. But this song, I feel like I could show to people. This thing right here, I could show to people and be like, not tell them who it is. And be like, hey, what do you think of this jam? Just make them sit down, put on a good pair of headphones, and just let it hit your soul. This is a very well written song. Jimin sounds absolutely beautiful. I love the inner messagings, like the conflict of the inner message you have in the lyrics. This is a good one, man. This is my new favorite. All right, I'm starting to see, Susie. Oh man, this is good so far. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one to top. Oh, that's so good. I almost want to listen to it again. I'm not gonna do it again. I made you guys listen to it twice. That's one of my new favorites. That's 100% my new favorite solo Jimin song. 100%. This right here, Lie. And you hear the evolution. You hear it. Listen how clean that was. How clean. It's so perfect, it's almost aggravating. That was freaking amazing. That's my favorite. Lie. All right. What one's next here? Oh, Stigma. All right, let's see what people got to say about Stigma. V's solo track. Okay, all right. Whew, all right. All right, V's solo track. Arm thinks the lyrics fit V's character in the story line of Bangtan Universe. Oh shit, it's gonna be a BU thing? Where he suffers from traumatic family history and is also suspected that V's personal secrets might be hidden in the lyrics. Overall, the song is about how people are lying to themselves in life and what comes along with the sin. Man, that's dangerous when you start lying to yourself. It is also about the struggles and identity crisis, how people try to beg for forgiveness for their sins. It's too heavy on their shoulders as the stigma or scars can be seen in others. Interesting. It's an identity crisis. Something tied in together with a sin and begging for forgiveness or repenting in some way. The struggles of that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh man, this is good. Stigma. Here we go.
숨겨왔어 tell you something 그저 묻어두긴 이젠 버틸 수가 없는 걸 왜 그때 말 못했는지 어차피 아파왔어 정말 버틸 수가 없을걸 나 cry 너에게 몸이 떠날 뿐이야 또 cry 널 지켜주지 못해서 더 깊이 더 깊이 상처만 깊어져
Yeah, this is the art album.
되돌릴 수 없는 진리를 조각 같아 더 깊이 매일이 가슴만 아파져 나 죄를 대신 받아 연약하기만 했던 너
V sounds incredible with the organic instruments. I am proud.
Tell me something 용기 없던 내게 말해봐 그때 나한테 왜 그랬어 미안했어 내게 무슨 자격 있어 이래 보라고 저래 보라고 너에게 말하겠어 더 깊이 더 깊이 상처만 깊어져 되돌릴 수 없는 진리를 조각 같아 더 깊이 매일이 가슴만 아파져 나 죄를 대신 받아 연약하기만 했던 너 I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry my brother 숨겨도 감춰도 지워지지 않아 Are you calling me a sinner? 무슨 말이 더 있겠어 I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry my sister 숨겨도 감춰도 지워지지 않아 So cry Please try my eyes 저 빛이 내 죄를 비춰줘 돌이킬 수 없는 붉은 비가 흘러내 더 깊이 매일이 내 죽을 것만 같아
it's over? Oh, it's quick. This was 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah. I mean, to me, like, V's got one of those voices that's like one of the most distinguishable amongst the group. You know, it's so unique. I saw somebody pop up and said somebody remind him that he's a baritone. Yeah, I'm more aware of that. But I wouldn't classify him as just a baritone. I know that he does just fit in that that style sometimes when they're all, you know, harmonizing. But we obviously heard some of those crazy highs. It's not the highs, you know. It's singing high in one thing and holding that note is one thing. But when you're like so playful about the note, you know, when you're going back and forth and you're kind of wishy-washy with it, you know, that's when things start to get interesting. I like how on this album, it seems like everyone kind of almost has their own little solo like track, kind of. You know, we had J-Hope in the beginning there with the intro. You know, we had Jimin, now we got V. Does everybody have their own solo track? Remind V that he's a baritone. Exactly. Oh, they do? Oh, dude. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. All right. What is next? Oh, and 100%. Yeah, this is the art album. 100%. This is the art album. Everything is so experimental and it's so different from the other albums that I've heard. They started off like almost with this kind of like hard electro EDM kind of style that just kind of came out and like it just came out swinging, you know. It got you bouncing, got you moving, like got your blood going and everything. This is like a complete detachment from that. They're taking a step back. They're introducing more organics. They're doing things more like on a classically inspired level. This is wild, guys. Oh my God. This is a good album. Yeah, okay, next we get Suga. All right, so First Love is the next one. Let's see what the document has to say. It's kind of a lot to take. You know, I like the other stuff too, you know? It's just, this just feels like it's got more depth to it. It's got a little bit more meaning to it. And like the production level is just insane on this. And I like the fact that they're like taking a step in a different direction. They're not afraid to like switch things up and just completely, I don't want to say change their identity because I think that's too far, but like just change their entire style. They're like, all right, that was cool. Let's try something different. Like they are truly genre-defying artists. They're jumping across the map. I'm waiting for them to put out a country song. Mark my words, the next BTS album or one of the next BTS albums will be a techno country album. Something ridiculous. All right, let's read about First Love. Suga's solo track, he raps about his brown piano, describing the relationship in a chronological manner. In an interview, he said that it is a song that contains many meanings. First Love refers to the piano I played when I was young, and also the only friend I had. I cried a lot when recording the track, and the second half where I explode the feelings, I kept tearing up. Oh man, he's gonna hit me with the feels. He's gonna hit me with the feel. Oh man. All right. Dude, Suga's story is it's kind of heartbreaking, you know, it's kind of sad. Like he comes from humble beginnings. Last week we did Suga's mixtape, the first one he did. He's got some powerful stuff in that one. He comes out swinging, incredibly vulnerable, incredibly honest. It's inspiring. Dude. He's like not afraid just to get completely raw with people. That's it. It is unique. All right, let's learn about Suga's First Love. Here we go.
내 기억의 구석 한켠에 자리 잡은 갈색 피아노
Why are they going to use this picture anyway? Why are you going to use a sad picture? Just look at this picture. All right, I'm taking it back.
기억의 구석 한켠에 자리 잡은 갈색 피아노 어릴 적 집안의 구석 한켠에 자리 잡은 갈색 피아노 그때 기억해 내 키보다 훨씬 더 컸던 갈색 피아노 그게 나를 이끌 때널 우러러보며 동경했었네 작은 손가락으로 널 어루만질 때 I feel so nice mom I feel so nice 그저 손 가던 대로 거닐던 건반 그때 너의 의미를 몰랐었네 바라보기만 해도 좋았던 그때 그때 기억해 초등학교 무렵 내 키가 너의 키보다 더 커졌던 그때 그토록 동경했던 널 등한시하며 빼고 갔던 건 방구 위 먼지가 쌓여가며 방치됐던 네 모습 그때도 몰랐었지 너의 의미 내가 어딨던 넌 항상 그 자리 지켰으니 그런데 그게 마지막 이럴 줄 몰랐네 이대로 가지마 You say 내가 떠나도 걱정은 하지마 넌 스스로 잘 해낼 테니까 널 처음 만났던 그때가 생각나 어느새 훌쩍 커버렸네 네가 우리 관계 마침표를 찍지만 절대 내게 미안해 하지마 어떤 형태로도 날 다시 만나게 될 거야 그때 반갑게 다시 맞아줘 그때 기억해 까맣게 잊고 있었던 널 다시 마주했던 때 14살 무렵 어색도 잠시 다시 널 어루만졌지 긴 시간 떠나 있어도 절대 거부감 없이 날 받아주었던 너 Without you I'm nothing 새벽을 지나서 둘이서 함께 맞는 아침 영원히 넌 나의 손을 놓지 마 나도 다시 널 놓지 않을 테니까 그때 기억해 나의 10대의 마지막을 함께 불태웠던 너 그래 한치 앞도 빼지 않던 그때 울고 웃고 너 함께 웃어 그 순간조차 이제는 추억으로 박살난 어깨를 잡고 말했지 나도 이상은 진짜 못하겠다고 포기하고 싶던 그때마다 곁에서 난 말했지 이 새끼야 너는 진짜 할 수 있다고 그래 그때 기억해 주시도 방황했었던 절망의 깊은 수렁에 빠졌던 그때 내가 널 밀어내고 널 만난 걸 원망했던 넌 꿋꿋이 내 곁을 지켰지 말 안 해도 그러니 절대 너는 내 손을 놓지 마 두 번 다시 내가 널 놓지 않을 테니까 나의 탓을 그리고 내 삶의 끝 그 모든 걸 지켜봐 너일 테니까 내 기억의 구석 한켠에 자리 잡은 갈색 피아노
Holy shit.
어릴 적 집안의 구석 한켠에 자리 잡은 갈색 피아노 나의 탓을 그리고 내 삶의 끝 그 모든 걸 지켜봐 너일 테니까 내 기억의 구석 한켠에 자리 잡은 갈색
I'm
피아노
running out of steam.
어릴 적 집안의 구석 한켠에 자리 잡은 갈색 피아노
Oh shit. All right. That's First Love. After kind of like spending a little bit of time with the inner psyche, we'll call it, with the last mixtape, I feel like I'm starting to kind of understand this guy maybe just a little bit more. Dude, this guy is not afraid to get raw and real with people, and it's so refreshing. I feel like a lot of what he's talking about here is kind of like, you know, like in his mixtape, he talks about having like two different masks that he wears, you know, one that like, you know, protects him and one that kind of isolates himself from everybody else. And it seems like he's kind of talking a bit about isolation here as well. Dude, the production on this is insane. The instrumentation on this is insane. Suga's a deep dude. He is deep. He is not afraid to get raw. And it's wild because they're at their height now. Now they're at their height. I thought it was amazing. His first mixtape, he came out and he just did that with people just right off the bat. Dude, oh man, I feel like I'm learning more about each member just going through this album alone. Oh, that one gave me chills. That one gave me chills. All right, let's keep going. Jesus, that was intense. what's the next one? Reflection. Dude. First Love is up there with Lie for me. My dog is snoring. All right, let's check out First Reflection. Or is it called First Reflection or Reflection? Just Reflection. Man, all right. RM solo track. He goes to a park in Korea. When he's having a hard time, a lot of thoughts, he wrote this song while sitting down there. The background noise in the beginning is what he recorded with his cell phone at the time. RM made this song as something that he would play for himself when he takes a walk at night along the Han River. Yeah, I remember hearing about this or seeing this or somewhere outside. The title Reflection reflects on the desire to introspect himself and reflect himself through. Yeah, I don't know where I saw it. Maybe it was Rise of Bangtan or a different thing that somebody sent me, but there's a video clip of him walking through a park that he said that he goes to think, and he had that adorable little doggo. And he said that's his place that he goes to kind of think, and he just kind of, you know, I don't know. All right. And when he hears some actual like ambience from this park as well. It was Rise of Bangtan? Okay, I'm like, I know I saw it somewhere. He was walking through this park. He's like, this is my spot. I guess it actually holds some meaning and it wasn't just filler. It is so good. Oh my god. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. I wasn't saying filler with BTS. I was saying filler with the Rise of Bangtan. I should have clarified that. Like, everything that she's showing, the storyline, everything, like, it all has meaning. It all ties back around to stuff. So, like, even me remembering that one part just right now, like, it just goes to show you, like, why I think it's the best. Let's keep going. Thanks, Tess.
Every life's a movie. We got different stars and stories. We got different nights and mornings. Our scenarios ain't just boring. 나는 이 영화가 너무 재밌어. 매일매일 잘 찍고 싶어. 난 날 쓰다듬어 주고 싶어. 날 쓰다듬어 주고 싶어. 근데 말야 가끔 나는 내가 너무너무 미워. 사실 꽤나 자주 나는 내가 너무 미워. 내가 너무 미울 때는 뚝섬에 와. 그냥 서있어 익숙한 어둠과 웃고 있는 사람들과 나를 웃게 하는데 슬며시 다가와서 나의 손을 잡는 fear. 괜찮아 다 둘셋이니까 나도 친구가 있으면 좋잖아.
Okay. Okay. It's like a space rock interlude in the middle of this inner monologue.
세상은 절망의 또 다른 이름. 나의 키는 지구의 또 다른 지름. 나는 나의 모든 기쁨이자 싫음. 매일 반복돼 날 향한 좋고 싫음. 저기 한강을 보는 친구야. 우리 옷깃을 스치면 인연이 될까. 아니 우리 전생에서 쳤을지 몰라. 어쩜 수없이 부딪혔을지도 몰라. 어둠 속에서 사람들은 나보다 행복해 보이네. 다들 자기가 있을 곳을 아는데 나만 할 일 없이 걷네. 그래도 여기 섞여있는 게 더 편해. 밤을 삼킨 뚝섬은 나에게 전혀 다른 세상을 건네. 나는 자유롭고 싶다. 자유에게서 자유롭고 싶다. 지금은 행복한데 불행하니까 나는 나를 보내. 속삼했어. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Reflection. Yeah, he's a great writer. Yeah, he's a fantastic writer. Again, cutting right to the soul, being honest. Yeah, talking about just kind of being there, being alone with his, his bad thoughts, his toxic thoughts. Sucks, man. Depression's a real thing. I don't know if he has depression, but we all have depressive episodes. We all get there from time to time. It's a fact of just being human, having those emotions, and just kind of getting to those places every once in a while. This is another beautiful song. I really enjoyed where this song was going. It definitely had kind of like the space rock type of feel to it. Sounded like a Rhodes synth mixed with some sort of like sci-fi synthesizer. But yeah, I love the lyrics on that. Yeah, I saw a bunch of guys say poet in chat. I'd go as far to say that he's just a great writer. I think it's easy for him. I think it's easy for him to kind of connect with people and be able to I don't know. He's an easy readable guy, he explains things and says things in a way that's just like easy to digest. Dude, there hasn't been one song on this album that is even somewhat subpar or like an album filler or anything. And when I found out that like each one of these guys has their own like solo track or whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, they're probably gonna have like one song where it's just not gonna be 100%. No, this has been an experience every step of the way. Huh. Let me read this chat here. He connects with people so well, but it still has a fear of what people are going to say. Well, yeah, of course you are, man. Once you put yourself out there like this, if you're being this vulnerable with people, especially this large of a group of people, millions and millions of people, and just like sharing your inner thoughts with them, dude, that's fucking terrifying. It's terrifying. It's like imagine just taking off all of your clothes, getting buck ass naked, all right? And just like running outside, running into a crowded area, just butt ass naked. It's like that is a very small amount of like the weird feeling you get as opposed to like what these guys are doing right now. They're sharing real thoughts, real inner dialogue with a massive group of people. And they're sharing it with people where they don't have a voice to really talk back. So anybody can hear this and just judge or get on the computer and become an internet warrior and just tear them apart or do whatever. They're putting themselves out there in a way that's so easy to attack them, tear them down, judge them in some kind of way. Of course you're going to be a little fearful of what people think of you, but they're doing it anyway. It's an insanely brave thing to do. The only thing I can think about is just like getting naked and like running out into a stadium or something, running on stage naked. It's like that. This is awesome. Let's see what's next. Mama. Ooh. You want for my buddy J-Hope? All right. All right, J-Hope. All right. Let's focus here. All right, so J-Hope's solo track, he put the emotions that he's been having about his mother since childhood, according to RM. I think this is one of the many BTS songs that you'll appreciate even more. So much more. Once you understand the lyrics, especially since their song carries some of his personal, maybe not so bright story that's hidden in the uplifting song sound. Oh, is this going to be a contrast? Is this going to be a contrast for us? All right. All right. So apparently J-Hope has a complicated relationship with his mother. And we're going to hear two different sides. I'm going to try and pay attention to the lyrics more in this one. I guess I've been doing it the entire way. But yeah, my buddy J-Hope. My boy. Yeah, starting off kind of whimsical.
Time travel 2006년의 해 춤에 미쳐 엄마 허리띠를 졸라매 매일 달려들 때 아랑곳하지 않고 띄워주신 꿈의 조각 빼본 몰라 엄마의 큰 보탬이 펼쳐있는 지름길 아닌 비둘진 네 꿈의 길 문제 뭐니 어머닌 결국 타주를 하러 가셨어 전화로 듣는 엄마의 목소리는 선명하고 기억난 걸 그때 엄마의 강인함이 내게 변화하고 정말로 꼭 성공해야겠다고 결심한 걸 그다지 하나로 지금의 아들로 Hey mama 이제 내게 기대도 돼 언제나 옆에 Hey mama 내게 아낌없이 주시기에 버팀목이었게 Hey mama 지나도 내면 믿으면 돼 웃으면 돼 Hey mama
So catchy.
Hey mama Hey mama I'm sorry mama 하늘 같은 은혜 이제 알았어 mama Hey mama so thanks mama 내게 피와 살이 되어주셨어 mama 분도 우리 그 PC방 브로드웨이 레스토랑 가정 위에 두발 뛰는 베테랑 실패는 성공의 어머니 그런 열정과 성심을 배워 wannabe 이제 나도 어른이 됐대 세상에 큰 걸음이 될게 꽃이 되어 그대만의 꽃길이 될게 You walking away Hey mama 이제 내게 기대도 돼 언제나 옆에 Hey mama 내게 아낌없이 주시기에 버팀목이었게 Hey mama 지나도 내면 믿으면 돼 웃으면 돼 Hey mama Hey mama 세상을 느끼게 해준 그대가 만들어준 숨 오늘따라 문득 더 안고 싶은 품 땅 위에 무엇이 높다 하리요 하늘 위에 무엇이 넓다 하리요 오직 하나 엄마 손의 약속 그때는 영원한 나만의 파티보 Hello mom Hey mama 이제 내게 기대도 돼 언제나 옆에 Hey mama 내게 아낌없이 주시기에 버팀목이었게 Hey mama 지나도 내면 믿으면 돼 웃으면 돼 Hey mama Hey mama Hey mama 이제 내게 기대도 돼 언제나 옆에 Hey mama 내게 아낌없이 주시기에 버팀목이었게 Hey mama 지나도 내면 믿으면 돼 웃으면 돼 Hey mama Hey mama
Okay. That was, I mean, from like a production standpoint, that was kind of whimsical and fun. Interesting melodies and interesting use of, a brass instrument. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I mean, it's low key emotional. I like the fact that he's like, Oh, he does this one live. I guess they would do this one live. It probably sounds pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I get my own mama issues, I guess, but huh. I think it was kind of sweet. I think it was nice. I don't know. He's talking about his mom's different jobs there, which makes me believe that, yeah, his mom probably had to do some crazy sacrifices to be able to get him to do it. It's catchy, it's nice, and it's very sweet. It's very sweet and nice. No, I mean, I like it. I mean, it's super catchy. Yeah. Hey Mama. All right. Well, let's continue. All right, so we're gonna do Awake. Let's see what they got to say about Awake. Yeah, I don't want to downplay, make it seem like I don't like the song, because I definitely do like the song. You know, I mean, I love the brass instruments. I like the flow of it. I like the melody. I like the bouncy nature to it. I like the sweet nature of thanking his mother and the story behind that. It's it's nice. It's really really nice. It's just I guess it just kind of took me back a little bit. But let's check out the next one. This is Awake. This is Jin's solo track. The first song he participated in composition. The first two lines were written by Bang PD, and RM participated in writing the rest of the lyrics. RM praised the melody making skills of J-Hope and Jin on this track. The lyrics represent Jin's personality. This is cool. This is like better than a skit. There might be a skit. All right, well, let's check it out. We're going to learn a little bit about Jin's personality here. Oh boy, here we go. Awake. Everything is so cinematic on this album. There's no skit in this album? I don't think there needs to be. They all have their own songs. I think it's great. Hopefully they do more of this kind of stuff in the future.
믿는 게 아냐 버텨보는 거야 할 수 있는 게 다 이것뿐이라서 머물고 싶어 더 꿈꾸고 싶어 그래도 말야 떠날 때가 됐는걸 Yeah, it's my truth It's my truth 온통 상처투성이겠지 But it's my faith It's my faith 그래도 발버둥 치고 싶어 Maybe I can never fly 저기 저 꽃잎들처럼 내게 단 것처럼은 안 돼 Maybe I can touch the sky 그래도 손 뻗고 싶어 달려보고 싶어 조금 더 어둠 속을 그냥 걷고 또 걷고 있어 행복했던 시간들이 내게 물었어 너 정말 괜찮은 거냐고 난 대답했어 아니 나는 너무 무서워 그래도 여섯 송이 꽃을 손에 꼭 쥐고 난 걷고 있을 뿐이라고 But it's my faith It's my faith 그래도 발버둥 치고 싶어 Maybe I can never fly 저기 저 꽃잎들처럼 내게 단 것처럼은 안 돼 Yeah Maybe I
Oh, man. Sounds like Jin's got some self-doubt issues. Beautiful vocal performance, though. Beautiful. They're all just getting so much better. Like, everything is just so much cleaner. Everything is just, like, more polished. Like, the sound of the room has changed. You know, and I love these isolated performances from each one of them. I had no idea that's what this was about. I just assumed it's going to be similar to other stuff. This album represents them so much. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought this album was mostly about the book, you know, and I was bummed that I didn't get a chance to read the book. I almost pushed this stream off because I was going to read the book and then do this album. I wasn't expecting it to be quite like this. I did see the 7 teasers. You showed them to me. I just like how candid they're being and how open they're being about everything. You know, at this point they could come out and they could just be like incredibly cocky about everything, you know. It could be like what I don't really like about rap, how it comes out and it's all so, you know, all bragging and it's all like I'm the best and you're lucky that you get to listen to me kind of stuff. And I bet you they could release that and people would be like, yeah, this is awesome. We still love it. But like stuff like this, you know, when they're willing to like get on this level with people and talk about issue like and feelings that are just like so readable because we all have them and do it like in an honest way. I don't know. It's not something you get very often. And I feel like even though a lot of this stuff is dark, I feel like this is truly something to really be celebrated. So talking about some self-doubt here. They all have a lot of this. They all seem to have kind of like this darkness inside of them. I think it's important to explore those things, you know, explore those avenues, explore those sides of yourself. Not just like bottle it down or push it to the side and try and forget about it. It's important to do that. They don't need to be talking about this stuff. They could talk about anything they wanted. You know, they don't need to talk about personal issues and stuff like that and put themselves out there in this incredibly scary way, but they do. That was nice. It was beautiful too. Oh shit, is that what that was? The 7 teasers were the 7 songs that they did on this. Oh my god, okay, that makes perfect sense. Because like I recognize the ending of Lie. Obviously they had like a little they did something to the audio, but it was kind of the sound clip was from the end of Lie. I didn't realize that's what it all was. Oh, we got one with all of them in here, or 4 of them in here. Huh. Okay. Lost. So underrated. I didn't know those were the solo songs. You guys forget. I don't know what you guys know. I go to these things blind week by week. All right, we're doing Lost. Let's see what the document has to say about Lost. Lost. Life is hard and has many paths. So BTS says that before finding the right way, we can be on the wrong path, but we'll be happy at the end after the obstacles we can go through. All the mistakes and the wrong paths we make us stronger since we learn from them. Okay, yeah. You learn from a mistake. Every failure is actually a lesson. Even if we go off path every once in a while, we're going to be okay. Here we go. Interesting tonally again.
눈을 감고 아직 여기 서 있어 사막과 바다 가운데 길을 잃고서 여전히 헤매고 있어 어디로 가야 할지 yeah. 일이 더 많을 줄 몰랐어 가지 못한 길도 갈 수 없는 길도 I never felt this way before 어른이 되려는지 난 너무 어려운 걸 이 길이 맞는지 정말 너무 혼란스러워 Never leave me alone 그래도 믿고 있어 믿기지 않지만 길을 잃는다는 건
먹이를 찾기 위해 미친 이곳 방황하는 And you know 뭐 있어 이 좌절도 난 믿어 우린 바로 가고 있어 언젠가 우리가 찾게 되면 분명한 편의 집으로 바뀌는 집은 어려운 걸이 길이 맞는지 정말 너무 혼란스러워 Don't you leave me alone 그래도 믿고 싶어 믿기지 않지만 길을 잃는다는 걸 그 길을 찾는 방법 Lost my way 쉴 새 없이 몰아치는 거친 빗바람 속에 Lost my way 출구라고 없는 복잡한 세상 속에 Lost my way Lost my way 수없이 매도 난 내 길을 믿어
Yeah, the production on this is fantastic. I don't know who's been writing all this. So unique. RM and Sugar? Good. The structure morphs. Yeah, that's fun. I saw somebody here in chat just talk about the bass line with the string section. I 100% agree. I know what you're talking about there. The writing on this album so far has just been really good. It's been a step above the other stuff I've heard. And it's not like I don't like the other albums, you know? It's not like they didn't resonate with me or I didn't find things to enjoy about them. But this is like starting to get on a different level here. If RM and Sugar are responsible for most of the writing on this, like, props to them. Like, there are some very complex melodic structures in this, some fun beat, and some really creative and interesting sound designs. Stuff that I've never heard, you know, and sound design, like, that's what my specialty is, you know, that's kind of what I do. And there's some very creative angles to some of these songs, and it's something that I really haven't heard before or since. So, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm gonna run to the bathroom here real quick. Oh, it's Cypher next? Hell yeah. I think this might be the last Cypher. I think somebody told me there's only 4 Cyphers, so I think this might be the last one. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and I'll be back in like a couple minutes, maybe. Yeah, around there. Hang tight, guys. Do one of these. New world record. New world record. A new world record for bathroom time. 48 seconds. Hell yeah. I got a pen in my neck. How long has that been there? Whew. All right. Yeah, I'm quick. Wait, why do I have an alien thing? You subscribed, I guess? All right. I was going to the bathroom and I found this. I wanted to share with you. Check out what somebody sent to me last night. How cool is that? The Otter Moon. Yeah. Sue, one of the people from the Dream Team sent this book out to me yesterday. This is awesome. If you guys don't know, our community on Discord is called the Otter Squad, so I got that in the mail yesterday. It made me smile. Made my day. So if you're watching, thank you. Made me feel loved. Otter Squad. Hell yeah. See here. All right, where was I? What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm streaming. Let's go back over here. What's next? Cypher? The final Cypher. Oh boy. The final Cypher is here. BTS diss their hate. Damn it. The final Cypher here. BTS diss their haters who said the group won't become successful. They tell their haters to focus on their own lives and themselves because now BTS don't care what anybody has to say or thinks about them anymore. Hell yeah. Embrace it. Embrace it. I don't know, guys. The ciphers are cool. I like some of the ciphers better than other ones. I tend to not really get down with these kind of things, these kind of negative rap lines and whatnot. But I've dug a couple of ciphers. Maybe I just don't understand 100%, all the haters and all the things that, these guys had to deal with. I know they had a lot of competition. I know they had a lot of people like kind of shitting on them. But I probably just don't understand the extent of it. Cypher 4 is your favorite? Oh, hell yeah. Don't choke on your noodles. We need a positive Cypher. Oh, man. That's trippy. All right, let's check it out. This is going to be the new Cypher. Trivia, thank you so much for subscribing. I've seen a couple of you guys have been subscribing along the way as well. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the support. You guys are incredible. Keep the lights on around here. Where was I? Is it this one? Nope, it's this one. Let's move on to the final Cypher. Miss J, thank you. Miss JJ play. Again, kind of whimsical. Okay, I got an embarrassing question to ask everybody, but I gotta ask. What does bae mean? Is bae? I thought bae like meant girlfriend. I thought it was like the new version of shorty. Is shorty still a thing? What is bae? Does bae mean like your significant other? Can it mean a person? Baby, are you talking to like the person you love? Is bae the new shorty? Is that what it is? Baby. Okay. So yeah, it's just shorter than baby. I don't know. What's that meme where he's like, I don't know what this means, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask? That's me. I don't think I've ever used bae in a sentence until now. Like I don't know exactly. I didn't know what it meant. Okay, so they're sarcastically calling their haters baby. I gotcha. Just making sure. I just thought maybe bae meant something else. All right. Let's let RM continue to talk about his shorties here. I'm gonna stick with shorties. I like shorties.
I think everything을 다 sorry babe 지금 내가 내는 sorry babe 누군가에겐 get sorry babe
Wait, there's a double meaning? Hold on a second. I'll go back around and figure out what the double meaning is after. Wordplay. Korean. So somebody with more experience, or it could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Got you. Thank you, Half-Blood Star Kid, for clearing that up for me.
좀 바꾸지 babe 지루해져 like a bar babe 이제 네가 안 미워 이제 네가 안 미워 sorry babe 북이 돼줄게 그냥 세게 치고 말아 그래 해보자 사물 널 babe 뇌물 너무 길어 girl babe 사비 넌 날 썼어 babe 그려봐야 편해 동물 원이 babe 너도 원하잖아 씹을 girl babe 네가 날 싫어도 you know it 네가 날 싫어도 you know it 무풀보단 악플이 좋아 난 널 몰라 But know my name
I wanna be jump time Straight to most fun spotlight Oh, you wanna be more like 굶주린 놈들은 내 정화바지 너 hey 내 멋대로 내 무대여 내 껴백 만족 못해 저대여게 나 올라저 위에 높게 그래 방식은 다르지 곱씹 얻어가는 길한 땀씩 빠르지 못할 거면 매듭지 이제 난 돼가는 길 복이라는 바람이 I love my room 내 브로드가 하는 일 그들만의 리그의 플레이어 난 그 위 감독이 될 테니 난 대학대로 해 원벌스에 이어 난 더 큰 그림을 그릴 테니 평생 그 위치에서 쭉 외쳐봐라 dream come true 명예와 부는 그게 아니야 you 다 결국 내 발바닥 쭉 Click and knock it down mouse go like extra like house 내년 입주 my house에서 내 brick과 high five 눈 뜨고 봐라 내 야망 기대고 들어라 처음이자 마지막이 될마
Definitely the most catchy one.
Back to the basic microphone check call me 벽세 혹은 생캐 그래 랩 게임에 난 댕배 되게 해해 just 랩맨들의 갱생하는 게 내 첫 번째 얘기 왜 캐시택 섞어 배로 버그리고 인스타 속 갱갱 그건 내 인생이고 내 인생은 매일매일 payday paycheck 주먹이야 넌 like click to the bang bang click to the pop I'm so hot 어딜 넌봐 네가 돈 닿기를 해도 손 닿기에 높았기에 난 맘 차이 절대 못 봐 너의 동차들의 콩깍지를 멍당 벗겨 놓은 다음처럼 농락한 네 송장이 되면 상 위를 쏟아 click to the bang Can you and you shit yeah 모든 게 하나도 없으면 늘 감사하는 인생이 어중간한 게 왜 내 탓이야 계속 그렇게 살아도 적당하게 미안한데 앞으로 난 더 볼 건데 지켜봐줘 부디 제발 건강하게 hey. I love myself I love myself I know myself Yeah, player hater, you should love yourself I love myself I love myself I know myself Yeah, player hater, you should love yourself
Okay, I can get behind that one. The production on it, it's whimsical, it's fun. You know, it's bouncy. This is like a really smart diss, you know? Instead of saying like, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, and it's like everybody else doesn't even stand a chance because I'm so awesome. They're talking about, like, you know what, whatever. Screw you guys. I don't even care. I'm releasing the judgment. I'm releasing all of that. I'm just going to love myself and just say it loud and proud. And like the slapback they have for their haters is you should love yourself too. Come on, man. Dig it. I can get behind it. I thought I was kind of done with the ciphers after like the last one I heard. It was Cypher 3. One of them it was impressive musically, but I was like, all right, whatever. I've heard enough of this kind of stuff. But this is kind of a cool little slapback and a cool little turnaround. I can get behind that one. Awesome production, awesome writing. Dude, this whole album is just written so well. This is a smart album. Yeah, I like that one. I do. I honestly do. Yeah, cool. The production on that too, like the bass comes way up. I bet you this song would just like bump in a car. Like the voices get distorted, the bass comes through and everything. It's a cool little production trick. Oh man, what is next?
Am I wrong?
All right, so next one is called Am I Wrong? We got the whole group together now. All right, everybody's here. See what the document has to say about Am I Wrong? This song was released during the time of a major political upheaval in South Korea and is a direct jab at the corruption that was going on, like calling themselves dogs and pigs in response to high powers in the government calling citizens those names. Really? They even performed this song on the broadcasted comeback stage in 2016 and took a huge risk by being blacklisted by their government over it. Jesus! It did so much in a casual, playful way. This track samples the 1994 song Am I Wrong? By some guy named Kibo Mo. God damn it. Really? Oh, right. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. Ballsy. Ballsy. They could have gotten blacklisted by their government, but they're still doing it anyway. Ah. These guys got balls. I love it. They got some balls. I guess there's probably some corruption. I mean, can you imagine? I guess I can imagine. I mean, we had Trump a couple years ago, and he'd call our own citizens some pretty unfavorable things. I don't think he'd call people pigs or dogs. But Jesus. All right. Let's check it out. This should be fun.
Am I wrong?
And there's the country I was talking about. I know it's probably just a sample of whatever song that is, but we got the twang. I made a joke that their next album is going to be a techno country album. And here they have an up-tempo beat with a country twang to it. So maybe it's this album. I know it's technically blues, but it has a twang of country, so I'm bringing it back to that. That's an absolute jam. Oh, yeah, I like that one a lot. There are some absolute bangers on this album. I don't know if I've ever heard the original of that song. The melody sounds somewhat familiar, but I just can't pinpoint it. Dude, there are some bangers on this album, and that's absolutely one of them. I like how they're just like, they're not afraid to even stand up to their own government. They're like, nah, we'll put this out now. Oh my God. Yeah, definitely. It feels rebellious. Even if I didn't get a little tidbit of knowledge about what the song was about, it has like that, rebellious type nature to it. Yeah, this is good. It's sassy, Falk Shadow. That's a great way to put it. This is a sassy song. This sassy song that might just get you sassed from your local government. Jesus. What's next? Oh, 21st Century Girls is next. Do you guys know that one? Yeah, same. I used to watch the news. In fact, that's used to be what I used to do here. I just stopped one day. I just got so angry one day. I'm like, I freaking hate it. That's how I started this whole thing, is I was a political commentator until one day I just got so sick and tired of the news and hearing about all this horrible stuff. It was polluting my head, and I was just making me angry all the time. So I just stopped. I'm like, you know what I like? I like music, and now I'm here doing this. All right, so what's next? 21 Century Girl. All right, let's go see what the document has to say about 21 Century Girls. 21st Century Girl, this track is an empowering song for women of the 21st century. BTS tells women should believe in themselves and never be after anything and keep their heads up. They're amazing the way they are and should not change for anyone. And no matter how they feel, and they are beautiful and should always know the truth. Oh, well, isn't that sweet? I can get behind that. Obviously, I'm not a woman, so it's hard for me to touch on what girls must feel and the pressure and stuff. But I mean, I had, I come from a family of all boys. I got 4 brothers. We're just a family of men, But my cousins are all female, and I was very close to my cousins, and I just remember like them growing up, and they're the same age as me. Them growing up and kind of like the lessons that they had to learn and the lessons I had to learn. And I could tell that there was like a distinct difference between like how girls were kind of treated and how guys were kind of treated. I remember hearing little bits of things like I think when we were in high school or something. I remember I was over my cousin's house for dinner, and I remember their mom said something to obviously their daughters, my cousin, about doing something or wearing something. It's like, oh, well, you're never gonna find a man if you do it like that. You're never gonna get a guy if you do this or whatever. I forget what it was about, but I remember thinking, I'm like, this is strange, because never once have I in my family growing up having the big dinner at the dinner table did my dad ever tell me hey, don't do that. You're never gonna get a man, or I'm sorry, a woman. I think there's just different societal things that obviously there's different societal issues that men and women have to go through, and I feel like I can recognize this in my years of just dealing with women and what my wife had to go through, and what I know from having friends that are girls. They got they're held and they're viewed by the world much differently than I am. And I can recognize this. I know this. And I know that there is some pressure on a lot of these girls to basically be a certain way or act a certain way to gain men's favor. And I think that's kind of shitty. And I'm sorry that it has to be that way. Actually, it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't. I'm sorry that people think it has to be that way, because it doesn't. You shouldn't have to change yourself or change what you like or how you act or whatever just to get a guy. Newsflash, men, we're stupid. we're idiots. Yeah, all of us. I mean, me included, 100%. We're just not smart. We're just not smart people. So the fact that a lot of women feel like they need to change themselves for societal reasons or whatever, especially if it's for a man, you don't. No. Smile at a guy, say hello and start up a conversation, and he's probably just gonna be tripping over himself. Try not to make himself look like an idiot in front of you. So if anything, just be yourself. But I do recognize that there are societal issues where we kind of make women do stuff, or we pretend that women need to do these sort of things. But here, I can get behind this. Believe in yourself. Believe in your own true feelings. How do you feel about things? How do you want to present yourself? Who do you want to be? Because my opinions and my knowledge on any of that doesn't matter, because I'm not you. And at the end, we got to just love ourselves and just be ourselves. Let's see what 21st Century Girl sounds like.
You worth it, you're perfect. Deserve it, just work it. 넌 quitt이나 quitty, 또 pretty야 pretty. 빛이나 빛이, 넌 진리자 빛이.
혹시 누가 너를 자꾸 욕해 Tell them you're my lady 가서 전해 난 놈들이 뭐라건 이 세상이 뭐라건 넌 내게 최고 너 그대로
저한테 쫄지 마라 누가 뭐래도 넌 괜찮아 강해 너는 말야 You say yes or no, yes or no 20세기 소녀들아
Live it like, come on, baby.
21세기 소녀들아
Hit 'em up, make you lady.
말해 넌 강하다고 말해 넌 충분하다고 Let's go, let's go, let's go, let it go
All my ladies
Fun.
put your hands up 21세기 소녀 Hands up All my ladies put your hands up Now scream 너 지나가네 남자들이 say Oh yeah 쟤 뭐야 대체 누구야 너 지나가네 여자들이 say Oh yeah 너 뭐야 대체 누구야 절대 낮추지 마 쟤들의 널 맞추지 마넌 충분히 아름다워 Don't worry baby you're beautiful You
20세기 소녀들아
Live it like, come on, baby.
21세기 소녀들아
Hit 'em up, make you lady.
말해 넌 강하다고 말해 넌 충분하다고 Let's go, let's go, let's go, let it go
All my ladies put your hands up 21세기 소녀 Hands up All my ladies put your hands up Now scream
Oh, everybody wanna love you Everybody gonna love you 다른 건 걱정하지 마 Oh, everybody wanna love you Everybody gonna love you 사랑받아 못하게
All my ladies put your hands up 21세기 소녀 Hands up All my ladies
Love this polyrhythmic pattern.
hands up Now scream All my ladies
Someone's bopping over.
21세기 소녀 Hands up All my ladies put your hands up Now scream
Hell yeah. Hey, that's catchy as hell. Dude, the production of this album is just fantastic. The writing is just really, really good. And I can get behind this message 100%. Very cool. I like how, like, the first half of this album, they all just share their deepest, darkest thoughts and, like, their inner monologue. And then they come together and they just share, like, this positive message about how you should love yourself and just be yourself. I think it's freaking awesome. They get vulnerable and they want to pick you up. You know what I mean? Like, they get, like, it's just such good writing. It's just really good writing. Oh, man. I loved it. It was cool. I like when I can get behind a message like this. And I can get behind a lot of these guys' messages songs, but this one in particular. Yeah, guys and girls, we have different, like, societal standards and things that we have to do. But I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to have them. All right, what is next? All right, this one is what? 2-3? All right, let's see what the document has to say about 2-3. Is it 23? Oh, we're getting towards the end, man. Oh, no. All right, so Let's see here. So 2-3. This is BTS song is dedicated to the army. When BTS says 1, 2, 3, BTS army should forget every hardship that they went through, all the hate they received, both members and fans. The members say that they could show their struggles, but now it's our right, and they believe in us since we are together. Better days will come, and we'll forget about our past together. All right. Okay. Check it out. This one's for the army.
Been trying to tell you this. I was supposed to tell you this. This is all for you. 꽃길만 걷자 그 말은 난 못해 좋은 것만 보자 그런 말도 난 못해 이제 좋은 말 있을 거란 말 너는 아프지도 않을 거란 말 그런 말 난 못해 그런 거짓말
너넨 아이돌이니까 안 들어도 부리겠네 너네 가사 맘에 안 들어 안 봐도 비디오네 너넨 힘없으니 구린지 분명히 했을 텐데 너네 하는 짓들 보니 조금 있으면 망하겠네 Thank you so much 너희들의 자격지심 덕분에 고딩 때도 못한 증명해냈으니 박수 짝짝 그래 계속 쭉 해라 쭉 우린 우리끼리 행복하게 good yeah good
진짜 하나 둘 셋 하면 잊어 슬픈 기억 모두 지워 내 손을 잡고 웃어 괜찮아 하나 둘 셋 하면 잊어 슬픈 기억 모두 지워 서로 손을 잡고 웃어 그래도 좋은 날이 앞으로 많기를 내 말을 믿는다면 하나 둘 셋 믿는다면 하나 둘 셋 그래도 좋은 날이 훨씬 더 많기를 내 말을 믿는다면 하나 둘 셋 믿는다면 하나 둘 셋 하나 둘 셋 하면 모든 것이 바뀌길 더 좋은 날 위해 우리가 함께이기에
모두의 그림자 속에 나 어둠 속에 나 아픔까지 다 보여주기 싫었지만 나 아직 너무 서툴렀기에 웃게만 해주고 싶었는데 잘하고 싶었는데 이런 날 믿어줬어 이 눈물과 상처들을 감당해줬어 나의 빛이 돼줬어 화양연화의 그 꽃이 돼줬어
괜찮아 진짜 하나 둘 셋 하면 잊어 슬픈 기억 모두 지워 내 손을 잡고 웃어 괜찮아 진짜 하나 둘 셋 하면 잊어 슬픈 기억 모두 지워 서로 손을 잡고 웃어 그래도 좋은 날이 앞으로 많기를 내 말을 믿는다면 하나 둘 셋 믿는다면 하나 둘 셋 그래도 좋은 날이 훨씬 더 많기를 내 말을 믿는다면 하나 둘 셋 믿는다면 하나 둘 셋
믿는다면 하나 둘셋 하나 둘셋 믿는다면 하나 둘셋 하나 둘셋 믿는다면 하나 둘셋 하나 둘셋 믿는다면 둘셋
괜찮아 진짜 하나 둘 셋 하면 잊어 슬픈 기억 모두 지워 내 손을 잡고 웃어 괜찮아 진짜 하나 둘 셋 하면 잊어 슬픈 기억 모두 지워 서로 손을 잡고 웃어 그래도 좋은 날이 앞으로 많기를
That's a really nice way to spin things back around like a positive light and just kind of remind people to, just embrace each other. Susie said, all right, everybody, let's hold hands. I think that was cool. Yeah, man. I like it. Every once in a while, it's good to focus on the dark things and things like that. And I think that's important, but I also think the other side of that argument is also very important as well. Sometimes it's just nice to just put all that aside for just a little bit and just really embrace the happiness and being together. And that's pretty awesome. There's obviously a major connection between the army and BTS. Like it's a symbiotic relationship. We're just feeding off of each other, They're honest and they send positive messages and love back out to us, and we just kind of send it back to them. And that in itself is a beautiful and humbling, awesome experience. So it's good just to kind of remember every once in a while, just to kind of like, let's just block it all out. Let's just erase and forget about these other things and just take this moment just to enjoy each other and enjoy this now. This whole album has some awesome flow to it as well. I like it. What's the next one? This one's called Outro. Let's see what Outro is. Outro Wings. All right. Interlude. Am I in the right thing? Is it an interlude or an outro? Hopefully it's the right thing. BTS talked about how they were before and how they have the courage to fly and spread their wings. They also encourage us to do the same thing and don't hold back to fly away. All right, so I guess this is probably the last song on the album. I gotta say, this entire album has been a true journey. There's so many things that I was not expecting. I was expecting it to be an art. I'll save my final thoughts for after the album, but I'm just saying I'm surprised this album didn't go in the direction I thought it was going to go, but I'm glad that it went here. Let's listen to the last one here, Outro Wings. Here we go.
하지 말라는 길을 가고 하지 말라는 일을 하고 원해선 안 될 걸 원하고 또 상처받고 You can call me stupid 그럼 난 그냥 시카고 wood소리 난 내가 하기 싫은 일로 성공하기 싫어 난 날 믿어 난 날 믿어 내 등이야 넌 날개가 더 위함인걸 난 널 믿어 지금은 미약할 정도 그저 창대한 비약일걸 Up in the sky Get em up high 네가 시간 기다리니까 쫄지 마로 이제 곧 비행인걸 Take me to the sky yeah 얼굴 나갈 수 있단 말 전부 날아갈 수 있단 말 Always could fly high yeah 점점 무거워지는 공기를 날아 Higher and higher in the sky Oh, what's this?
믿음을 가지겠어 싸우게 frame out not afraid now 믿기에 나의 정가는 다르기에 내가 가는 길에 홀지 않고 고개 숙이지 않을 거긴 하늘이 새고 날고 있을 테니까 Spread, spread, spread my wings La 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 Spread, spread, spread my wings La 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 la
We're back to this. Man, Wings has been an album. Wings has been a journey. This album wasn't quite what I was expecting it to be. I thought, you know, all right, this is the art album. You know, I was expecting that. I knew this is the point where they're going to have a little bit more, I don't want to say creative control, but they're going to be willing to do different things and willing to step outside the comfort level of having that like hard electronica EDM, like gritty kind of hip hop type sound, and try and start experimenting with other textures and tones. And they truly did that, but they took it to a different level here. I wasn't expecting so many organics from a production level. The writing on this album is something else. Like this is, the last albums I've been talking a lot about the things that have happened vocally. They've gotten better. They've mastered their craft vocally, and it's happened on this album as well. There's definitely a clear progression, but there is a massive progression from the previous albums and leading up to this one from a production level, from a songwriting perspective. The writing is just absolutely beautiful in this one. It's interesting every step of the way. It's not. I was a little worried when I heard, the Bangtan PD, the CEO guy, talk about trying to keep up with the trends and trying to keep it trendy with a new album. When I saw that little clip on the rise of Bangtan today, I got a little worried. I'm like, oh man, are they just gonna like hit us with like some stuff that's trendy for this time period and whatever? This really wasn't the case. There were so many cinematics and organics added into this album that gave it a completely new feel. I like the electronic stuff. I like the harder EDM kind of stuff. I think it's nice and it's catchy. And even when we ended with Wings, they kind of evolved almost back into that just to kind of leave us on a high note and leave us like, I don't know, like hyped up or whatever. But this was a beautiful album through and through for me. I was surprised almost every step of the way, from how far the guys have come vocally to how far the music and the production, the writing has come from where it started to what it is now. This is a completely different beast, just a couple years from where they started. It's really impressive stuff. I truly respect where the guys come from and how they're willing to put themselves out there, how they're willing to lay it all on the line and, just be vulnerable and open and real with people. And they swing it back around. They turn the conversation towards us, the army. They talk about loving yourself. And they talk about, like with 21st Century Girl, like, that not adhering to any of the boundaries that you need to, the society places on you, just to be happy with yourself. I like how they're not afraid to stand up for issues and things that they believe in by even, almost even getting blacklisted by their own government, but still coming out and doing it anyway. I don't think anything that they do comes, haphazardly. I think everything is done very, very meticulously. And it's not just the music videos and it's not just like the imagery and stuff like that. It really comes down to the words and the messages. And they're getting stronger over time. But I mean, they kind of came out swinging. They had songs like No in the beginning where they had like, they questioned society standards and things like that. It's just another interesting facet about these guys. But Wings is officially now my favorite BTS album. And and it's by a long shot too. This is absolutely beautiful and a masterpiece through and through. I need to listen to this one 3 or 4 more times. yeah, I think I probably missed a ton of things on first listen, but I was so amazed by the production and where they went and what direction they went in with this album that I kind of just got sucked into the whole journey of just enjoying this from start to finish. So I'm sorry if I wasn't as talkative as I normally am, but I really just got kind of sucked into the whole magic of everything of this album. This is beautiful, man. Yeah, Sky. I know that's what everybody keeps telling me. That's what everybody keeps telling me. It only goes up from here. It only keeps getting better. It only keeps getting better. I don't know. I don't know why it's hard for me to believe you guys, because it has. I mean, there's drastic differences between album to album. Man, it's incredible. Let's see what's here. I don't say it for every album, Purple. Or maybe I do. But this one there's a clear-cut difference from Wings to everything else. This is on a different level. This is everything turned up to 10. There's a huge difference. Other albums, I liked one slightly more than the last one. This one, I like this one significantly more than everything I've heard. And I've loved a lot of what I've heard. You know, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed the message. I really enjoy the dynamics, everything, all the stuff I nerd out about. I really have enjoyed it. But this just takes it to a different level. This is the art album. This is the abstract album that they weren't afraid to get really creative structurally, and they weren't afraid to get really creative with textures, and they did it in a way that like didn't muddy the sound in any way whatsoever. They did it in a way that really showcased their vocals with using very minimal effects. There's no crutches. It's just what you hear is what you get. What album's next? What's the next album? There's an extension to this one? I don't know. There's like, is there a part 2 to this album or something? And next week I'm doing like part 2 or something. Jeez. I think there's one more thing here. I think I saw there's like maybe a live performance or something. Let's see what it is. All right, so what is this? Oh, it's a whole performance. We have a performance to end the stream. Okay. Should I watch this now or should I save this for later, though? Are we doing Spring Day next week? Yeah, I think we are doing Spring Day next week. I think we are. Oh, no, my watch is dying. And I know everyone's really excited about that one, but I'm sitting here and I'm still like just spinning from the album. I wasn't expecting to dig it that much. I brought out the big boys for this one too. I brought out the over-the-ear noise-canceling Bose headphones. I only use these for when I'm really diving deep into sound. I feel bad that I didn't talk as much. I just kind of sat and enjoyed it and just gave opinions here and there. But it was just, I don't know. Everybody wants me to do it now. I want Jim to Love Yourself hour next. Oh man. Purple's threatening me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do this now. Maybe I'll wait. Oh, shit. This is the one. Oh, okay. This is the one from The Rise of Bangtan that was showed earlier. Yeah, I might need to see this now then. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to I'm just gonna stop this stream. I'm gonna start up another one. So just so it has different things, because I might record this one separately, and since I don't have an editor yet. If you guys know any editors, send them my way. I need an editor. Message me on Discord if you know how to edit videos, or you know an editor that's looking for work. So I'm gonna stop this stream and I'm gonna start it right back up, and we'll end right over there. But I don't want to put two things together because people might want to see this thing separately and not watch 2.5 hours of me talking about stuff. So if you guys want to see this performance, just hang tight right there, and I'll be right back. But that's my final thoughts on this album, Wings. It's my favorite by far. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, I think I said everything I need to say. Obviously, huge thank you to the Dream Team for putting everything together. Without them, none of this is possible. And thank you all for being here and enjoying this experience with me. It's wild that so many of you want to or even care my thoughts and me going through this, but it's an incredibly humbling and beautiful experience. If you haven't already, check out the Discord. That's where we all hang out, and that's where you'll get a heads up as to when these things are happening, because periodically I jump on Twitch randomly and either embarrass myself. Sometimes I just get blackout drunk. I'm gonna try not to do that anymore. But sometimes I sit down and I'll watch like an episode of like Rise of Bangtan or Run or whatever's up next on the list. So there's always something going on. So if you haven't already, follow the Twitch channel, check out the Discord. It's the best way to stay connected. But that's going to end this stream. I'm going to jump back on in just 1 minute and we'll start up this 2016 Mama BTS stage performance. Yeah, do that. So hang tight if you're going to stick around for that. And if not, if I don't see you, thanks for hanging out and thanks for being here. You guys you're incredible. Bye, everybody.